Massive shout out to Blazing Boost for sponsoring today's video. If you guys are struggling to get any Destiny content, so that goes for exotics, armor, anything you guys want in the game, Blazing Boost can provide. And I've actually got you guys a discount code of 10%, so make sure you check out the link in the description and the pinned comment for that 10% off. Now, the feedback I've had from my audience and the feedback over on their reviews, they do also have a 5-star Trustpilot review with over 9,000 reviews. So if that doesn't say something, I don't know what does. So check them out. Like I said, link in the description, and let's jump straight into today's video. Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to farm pretty much high stat roll armor. Now, this has been one of the most sort of suggested topics for me to make a video on, and I've got a few new ways on how you can do it that was added recently to be on light and not a lot of people know about. But before we do start with today's video, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, drop a like for these methods, and let's try and hit that 100 mark. We are trying to hit that 40k mark, so if you could, I'd appreciate it, and let's jump straight into it. So we are on my hunter, and I'm going to show you pretty much about high stat rolls and what you should be looking for before we do start with the methods. So this is my build, and because I do play PvP on my hunter a lot, this is my sort of PvP build that I like to run. Now, because I'm using Dragon Shadow, I use 90 mobility, so that's fine. The one thing I've been looking for to increase is to get that 100, 100, and obviously my intellect higher, because that is what I'm aiming for. Obviously by the end of Beyond Light, at least 2 double 100 stats. So for my helmet, what I'm going to be looking for is recovery, intellect, or mobility. And as you can see from the roll I've got, it's got high intellect and an average recovery. So what I've been doing, guys, is I've been saving some armor that may look quite interesting, like this one here with high mobility. So I've saved that. So you're pretty much looking for the stats in your sort of category. Now, if you're a PvE player, you'll be looking for different builds. So maybe like a discipline build or a strength build, depending on how you play PvE. And obviously, there is a lot of things that we can do to increase these stats. Now, I'm going to get on with the normal way and the easy way that a lot of people may not know how to get, and that is by vendors. Now, recently Bungie added random rolled armor, and it can come with random stats. So let me show you what Shaxx is selling this week, and I have already picked it up, and that is these gauntlets right here. Now, the total stats wise are terrible, guys, but as you can see, it does have high mobility and high intellect, and that's where all the stats are. So for me, that is absolutely perfect, and I even picked them up myself this week, as you can see right here. And that is what we're going to be trying to make a build with. So we're just going to save them. We probably won't use them yet until we sort of build out. But this is what you're going to want to be doing from every single week, guys. Going to each vendor and testing them out. Now, I'm pretty sure at the minute you can go to Zavala, the Crucible, and Gambit. Now, I think there's a few on each planet. I know Devrim K sells them, but I'm not sure if he's are sunsetted. But as you can tell, look at this here. The arms for Zavala. Look at the recovery and intellect on them, 26, 19. So I need to do that weekly to obviously get that done, which is what I'm going to do after this video. And he's selling recovery, intellect, helmet, which is decent, mobility, discipline if you're a PvE player, and the boots aren't too bad. But like I said, every reset, these get reset. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head on over to the Drifter and show you the final one in the tower for this week. But like I said, if you guys are watching this in the future, these will be different to the ones in the video, obviously. And obviously, if you're watching this, make sure you are checking these weekly, because you're going to be able to get a few good rolls that may even push you to that double 100 build. I'll show you the Drifter, and then what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how you can farm them after doing this each week to try and get that God roll build that I know you lot keep asking me about. Head down here. Now, I'm pretty sure I checked it earlier and it wasn't that good, guys, but for the purpose of the video, I will show you again now. I just want to thank everyone for the support on the videos as well recently. Do really appreciate it. So Drifter, what are you selling for us? We have got arms with a decent, I mean it's a well-rounded build, but I wouldn't recommend getting anything that's not highly distributed in one area, so I wouldn't get them. Chest piece I wouldn't bother with, mask I wouldn't bother with either, and the boots, I mean the boots are okay, 22 mobility, but there are definitely better options this week to get. So that is the drifted done, and that is with the vendors done. So like I said, check them out. Now I'm going to show you another way you can actually get some really good gear, and I'll actually show you it quite well this week, so I've played a lot of trials. Now not a lot of people know about this, but most of my armour is from trials. As you can see, cover of the Exile, grips of the Exile, pretty much all my armour's from trials, and this is how I've been farming it, and that's how I got it all last season. So we're going to fast travel, or we're going to run over to the other side where trials is, and we're going to show you pretty much the sort of rolls you can get with the tokens from trials, and then we'll go on to lead to the other methods. Right, so the second method I want to show you guys is trials. Now trials has recently just ended, but I'm going to show you sort of how I got some decent rolls. So the ones I got was from turning in tokens. So like this one here I got from turning in tokens, which was an insane drop. But don't forget guys, I do have a lot of tokens to trade in, so it's not really a good method if you don't enjoy playing trials. I mean, I have to play it now, but like I said, this week I had around about 600 tokens that I did in fact turn in. So that is one way to get high stat armor, and I can prove that just with the armor that I've got. And not only that, with the bounties from trials as well, that is another way to get armor, which is dropping really high recently. Now the last thing I want to show you in the tower before we do move on to how to farm a few more high stat rolls per week is going to be over at the Cryptarch. Now for some reason prime engrams seem to be a really consistent high drop. Now obviously you're going to get your bad drops, but normally they're pretty high stats, like 65 and above for total. They can be distributed pretty much nicely for a build. So we did get arms, watch these be really shit now. As you can see, total 61. Now for resilience it's pretty good. For my build it's not going to be something I need, so I'm going to get rid of it. But as you can see, prime engrams really do drop high gear, and that is probably where most of you will get them from. Now there are a few more sort of tips I can give you guys for destinations on how to farm this. So your pinnacles are going to drop really high stat armor guys. Your pinnacles are what you're going to want to be doing each week for high stat gear, and that is because obviously it's a hard activity, and for some reason that is where the most rolls drop. Now I will show you another way, and that is resetting your valor. Now resetting your valor does actually work if you get some armor and that. Unfortunately we did get weapons there, but like I said, you can get high stat armor from that. Now the raid is also another good one. The raid armor does drop really high. I've seen a lot of good builds with the new raid armor, so if you need a team for that, check that out, because each drop of armor you will get will be pretty high. And the prophecy dungeon I believe is dropping high gear as well, like a pinnacle. As you can see, pinnacle gear at the end of it, and it's not that hard to do. So they are the methods to get high stat gear guys. There's no certain farm, it's literally just pot luck, but they are the ways to sort of farm. Obviously if you want to do it each week, that's the best way. Check the vendors, and then obviously decide what you want to do for the week and sort of what build you're going for. Hopefully I've wrapped that up nice and quickly. If I've left anything out, let me know down in the comment section, because I'm sure a few of you may know even some more methods. And as always guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will catch you in the next one.